You gonna be in this video too? Stop it. You know, it's another dog barking, it's okay. Hey, so mama, no, we don't do that.
I put this thing on him. He falling out.
It's Williams, aka DAR2SPARKLE, here with another video. If you hear my dog walking around, she's trying to figure out what I'm doing. She's not quite camera ready, and I have another video of where I talk about how I got her, who she is, blah blah blah. And Lola, don't you dare go for them treats. Yeah, come up here with me. You might see her pop up. Yeah. So I'm here to talk about cheering in college and collegiate cheerleading, little tips and tricks to be on any team. I really can only talk about being on the collegiate team of Fayetteville State University, also known as Cheer 5 SMOOV. We were the Bronco cheerleaders. I cheered on the team for 4 years. I was a captain my freshman year and my junior year. And yeah, basically I just want to talk about it because someone did ask, and I know I get a lot of questions about it. So I'm gonna just give like the basic rundowns. You can apply this to any other collegiate cheerleading team or a high school, middle school cheerleading team or competition, all-star, whatever. These tips and tricks will pretty much work for any team, and they're great skills and tips to use in the real world. So first things first, my cheerleading team is the Bronco cheerleading team, but also known as Cheer 5 SMOOV, SMOOV, no E. I am 83 personable. I crossed with Exuberant 8, EO to my sisters, so the X8, and my brother. Yeah, so I graduated about 2 years ago, but I still stay pretty current and active with the current cheerleaders. My little sister, Anna Banana, is on the team, and she just crossed for the Lucky 7, so shout out to Anna Banana. But pretty much the first thing I ever learned about like trying out for a college team is to look your best and be at your best when trying out. And what I mean by that is, if you normally wear makeup, if you normally wear your best glittery or best color bow, or you have a specific pair of cheerleading shorts, Sophie shorts, or tank top or sports bra, because in collegiate cheerleading you do cheer in a sports bra and Spanx. That's the template outfit that you're going to be wearing, or uniform that you're going to be wearing. You wear your best when you need to look your best. In other words, for tryouts, for competitions, for games, your hair needs to be done, your makeup needs to be done. If you don't wear makeup, just try putting on a little bit of gloss, maybe a little bit of glitter. You know, cheerleaders do cheer with glitter. They do have specific competition glitter. So yeah, like don't come in there like you just woke up. Don't come in there like you just got home from the club and you're busted, you're tired, your mascara running. None of that. That's tip number one. Tip number two is, well, this really should be number one, but number two, this is obvious. Show off your skills and your accolades. Like, if you've been cheering since you were 5 years old or since you can walk, then say that. If you've been dancing since you were out of the womb, then say that. If you're new to cheerleading and you're just trying something new, or if you played another sport, say that. Give yourself the opportunity or the credentials to basically give these judges and these coaches an idea of where your skill set can be or where your skill set is. You don't always have to tumble on some of these cheerleading teams. I know Fayetteville State didn't require us to tumble, but if we did, that was a plus. I mean, they weren't going to force it on you, but I do know that some of these collegiate teams do require you to know some type of tumbling. They do have camps and stuff for tumbling. I attended a couple of tumbling camps before college and during college. So, you know, basically brag about your skills. Seriously, write it on a paper. Let them know when you introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Darian Williams, and I know how to do a back bend walkover, which we're not gonna talk about that. Or I know how to do all types of jumps, and they're high, my toes are pointed, and yeah, and I can execute them correctly. Whatever it is, I can do splits, whatever. Make sure you let the judges and the coach know about your skills. Tip number three, don't hesitate to follow and you know, ask these cheerleaders questions. Each cheerleading team has their own distinct thing that they're looking for, or their own style. Especially in CIAA, we are a stump shake school, or stump shake organization, but we do traditional cheerleading for Fayetteville State. I can only speak for Fayetteville State right now, but I have seen different styles and different levels of techniques and cheers from each HBCU that's in CIAA, and also the MEAC, and also competition cheer. Some of these cheerleading teams do compete. We have our little cheerleading exhibition at close to spring break time for college. It's in Charlotte. It's going to be held in, I forgot, I think maybe like Maryland, DC, in a few years. I think in 2 years or something like that. Who knows? CIAA has changed a couple times over the course of years. But yeah, like, it's an event. The exhibition is a free cheer event, where you get to see people's different styles of cheerleading. Also, it helps you determine what school you want to go to. That's really the exhibition. I remember was 2012, I think, and it was when Fayetteville State University. It's when Fayetteville State University did the flight attendant exhibition. Their routine was bomb. That's always going to be my favorite uniform. Always going to be my favorite exhibition performed. Besides the exhibition that we did, Hands Up Don't Shoot, basically bringing awareness of police brutality and you know just police brutality, period. Like, that was the time to make a message, and we definitely made a message. That was one of my best performances. I'll probably do a story time about how I got there and executed like that, but later. But yeah, just basically network to other cheerleaders. It doesn't have to be all from your specific school that you're going to, but yeah, like, network with cheerleaders all around. It's good to have friends at different schools. If you do eventually make the cheerleading team, it's good to connect, because they can always give out pointers. I wouldn't tell them any of like your personal cheer business or anything, but like, you can bond, you can be cheer friends and associates, and yeah. And you can do that before you get on the team. You don't have to just wait until you get on the team to befriend some people. A lot of these cheerleaders are nice. They might not seem approachable. That's either their focus face or they're just really like tired, because cheerleading is an intense sport, by the way, and it is a sport for the people who don't agree. Tip number 4 is just be you. Make sure you do your research on the team that you want to get on. I knew ahead of time that I wanted to be on Fayetteville State's cheerleading team because they had the type of style I wanted to do, as well as they mixed it up. They did stunts, they did traditional cheerleading, they did tumbling, they traveled, they did camps. They were really big sticklers on academic success, because college is no joke, especially if you're working and you're in school full-time and you want to be a cheerleader. It's no joke. So Fayetteville State was really good with, you know, being on top of grades and stuff like that. Dr. Miller just happened to be one of those coaches that really does care about your future outside of cheerleading. She's been very supportive. Most of my cheer sisters have been very supportive of future endeavors. A lot of us are now business women and men, you know, doing our own thing, going into our careers or our majors that we took 4, 5, 6, 7 years to finish, whatever, how much time. We all seem to connect. We communicate more often than you probably think. Yeah, my sisters and my brothers are pretty much my sisters and my brothers. Like, I hang out with my sisters, my cheer sisters and brothers more than I hang out with people I didn't cheer with and that I was just friends with through school. And that's for high school and for college. My best friends I all cheered with, like, except for my male best friends. But pretty much all my female best friends, all my female best friends I cheered with at some point. If it wasn't high school, if it was college, whatever. Yeah, so basically network, get to know people. Do your research. Seriously, do your research. Don't be stalkers, but do your research. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Nowadays, most of these cheerleading teams, especially collegiate cheerleading teams, are posting on like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. They do have social media accounts, so don't be afraid to follow them. Don't be afraid to, you know, double tap a picture or a video. Don't be afraid to comment. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Most of these cheerleading teams are definitely going to answer the questions. Tip number 5 I have is to stay healthy and toned. I know there's an ideal look for cheerleading, but seriously, it's really all about being healthy and being happy about being healthy. Cheerleading is no joke. It's just like any other sport. Before my camera shut off. Cheerleading is a sport. You have to condition, you have to practice, you have to stay toned. They're all different shapes, sizes, shades of cheerleaders. Don't get me wrong, but your health is probably should be the #1 rule. Don't think because you might be a different shape that you're not going to be able to cheer. You should be toned and be healthy. Maintain. Seriously maintain. Or if you are a little bit unhealthy, work towards that. Your health is like the main purpose of being an athlete. Like, you really got to stay in shape to be an athlete. I don't care what sport somebody wants to argue with me about. You have to maintain and you have to be healthy and you have to condition and practice. You cannot be eating everything that's bad for you and expect to be able to cheer a full game. Let's just be honest. Like, I don't know who says that. And also for the people who don't eat, that is unhealthy as well. You have to eat and eat right and maintain and exercise. It's a tedious sport. If it's not lifting, it's running. If it's not running, it's voice inflictions. If it's not voice inflictions, it's hot or cold, intense weathers. Real cheerleaders cheer through any type of weather unless it's really unsafe. Like, let's be clear. Like, especially during football season. I've even cheered for a soccer game when I was in high school. Like, it is no joke. You're out there, you're yelling, you're doing motions, you're trying to stay tight, you're trying to stay together, you're trying to remember all these routines and stuff. It is no joke. So don't treat it like a joke. Be healthy, be toned, be ready, and basically be at your best mentally, physically, and emotionally, and academically, because you won't be on a team if you're not academically eligible. And that goes into my tip, I think number 6. Make sure your grades are right. If you're in high school, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is graduation season. Yeah, if not, it's kind of too late. But your GPA needs to be up there. You have to be academically and eligible to be on any team of any sort or any organization of any sort in college. They do not play about that academic leniency. Professors don't play, coaches don't play, so you don't play. Be serious about your academic work. Like, that was probably one of the hardest things to do, is balance cheerleading, academics, working, personal life. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to party, and I wanted to party hard. I wanted to have good experiences in college, but none of that meant anything if I didn't have the academics to stay on the team or to be on the team in the first place. You have to exercise your homework. And when I say by exercise, you have to practice. Just as much as you're practicing cheerleading, you gotta practice your academics. You gotta eat, breathe, sleep, both. It just is what it is. My 7th tip would be to stay loyal. No cheerleading coach wants to deal with somebody who's going to be bouncing around or have a tantrum. You have to share the attention. You have to share the skills. You have to share the experience. You have to be open to take criticism as well as give out constructive and positive criticism to your teammates, okay? So loyalty means everything. Don't get your panties in a wad because someone said something to you about your high V being off or not being tight or your donut holes, whatever. Your cheerleader, you know what I mean. Do not get all offensive about that. It's really not that big of a deal. Sis or bro, get it together. Take that criticism and be loyal about it. Don't sit there and talk about people and gossip or whatever. I'm not saying this is what we went through, but any type of different personalities in one environment can bring some tension. So be loyal about it. You're here to cheer. You're here to, academically excel as well as athletically excel. So be loyal to your team, your coach. No one wants to have somebody on the team that they don't trust. Your sisters and your brothers are gonna be your best friends. Like my coach always says, these people are gonna be at your wedding. These people are gonna be your godparents. Like these people, to your children. These people are gonna be there through your worst. Like when my dad died, my cheer sisters and brothers were definitely there supporting me. You know, if it wasn't physically, it was mentally, it was emotionally. They were there to make sure I was okay. And that was all because of loyalty. I was loyal to my coach. My coach was loyal to me. She understood. I went through multiple deaths and situations while I was in college. And my team, I hate to say it, my team was there before some of my friends were there. So yeah, loyalty.